2081. A spaceship was traveling to the galaxy closest to ours, called Andromeda. The crew was returning from an unknown planet, similar to Earth, but still in a state of evolution. It was unlivable to humans, so they were continuing the search of life in the deep space. The spaceship where the crew was traveling was not large. It was small, consisting of a central cafeteria, a med bay, 2 engine rooms, a reactor, an electrical room, a storage room, a communications room, a shields room, a navigation room, a weapons room, an administration, oxygen room, and the security room. In this spaceship, there were 10 passengers who did not know the identity of the others. We don't know where they were going, but we do know that they were on a top-secret mission, so they were not allowed to exchange their names or share personal information. To identify themselves, each one had the name of the color of the spacesuit that they wore. So the passengers were red, orange, white, black, pink, blue, brown, purple, green, and yellow. They never spoke to each other. Everyone did their own tasks without asking anyone for help. The only conversations were about the ship's problems. Each member had tablets to carry out the ship's tasks. They constantly checked that everything was working perfectly. The captain of the ship was Blue, and he was in charge of directing the mission. It was day number 476. The crew was resting in the med bay. Silence reigned. Only the captain was awake. At that moment, someone was walking in the electrical room. Suddenly, the alarms went off. Everyone immediately got up and gathered together in the cafeteria. The captain came running alone from navigation and said, "Someone sabotaged the oxygen system." They all went to the oxygen room and administration to stop oxygen depletion. Once the problem was resolved, they returned to the cafeteria. Orange and White's bodies lay on the ground with a hole in their foreheads. The captain was in the room next to the victims. Doubts began to arise among the crew members. The captain was suspected. "Someone had shot them with the gun," said the captain. The crew looked at each other in silence. Then Yellow said, "I was the last one to lock the door of the ship when we returned from the patrol on that planet. Nobody came in." The captain said, "We're alone in the deep space, and we've been traveling on this ship for over a year. Gentlemen, there's an imposter among us." "But who?" Blue, the captain, retired all the guns the crew members had, and he locked them in a safe. Everyone preferred to remain silent and loyal to the captain. Then, the captain decided to split the crew into pairs, to have more control over the members. Each couple had to do the tasks. They could not forget to take care of the ship, even in that situation. So Blue, the captain, went with Yellow. Green went with Purple. Brown with Black, and Pink with Red. "We'll meet in the cafeteria in 2 hours. Good luck," said the captain. 1 hour later, suddenly the lights went out. Someone had sabotaged the lighting system. The crew members didn't see anything. Someone was running. Purple fixed the light and, when the system was turned on, everyone was in the electrical room, except Yellow. "There's no Yellow," said Red. Blue replied, "He was with me in administration, but in the dark, as I went to fix the current, I heard the scream behind me, and maybe someone was in the air duct." All of them ran to the administration, and near the table, found Yellow's dead body. Someone had cut his throat. At this point, the captain became too suspected for the crew. Brown proposed to leave the captain alone and move in a group with the others. The captain realized that they no longer trusted him and then returned to navigation alone. Right after, someone disabled communications. While some crewmates went to solve the problem, Pink decided to go to security to check the cameras. When he arrived in the room, he saw Green killing Brown. Pink ran as fast as he could to the cafeteria and pressed the emergency button. All of them immediately assembled. Pink said that Brown had been killed by Green with a long tongue and had pierced the visor of the spacesuit, killing him instantly. At first, all the members didn't believe him, but Pink continued to accuse Green by saying that he was not human, but an alien. Everyone looked at Green and asked him if the accusations were true. Green stood still and remained motionless. "Let's vote," Red said. "We must expel someone," Blue said. "We must be very careful not to expel one of our own." They eventually trusted Pink, and Green was thrown out of the ship into dark space without opposition. There were 5 crew members left. They were quieter, but the captain was still suspected. The captain told the others to work faster since they were few. Everyone went to do their tasks, but always looking over their shoulders. At one point, Black entered the medbay to perform a task. Suddenly, the doors behind him closed. Black, alone in the room, tried to open the door. Behind him, the vent opened. Purple soon found Black's body and reunited the crew members and said, "There is another imposter among us. Someone is going to kill us all." The 4 crewmates looked at each other. Red? Pink? Blue? Purple? Who among them? The panic and the agitation became stronger and stronger. The remaining members were very stressed and constantly with the fear and anxiety of being killed. Purple began to accuse Blue of being the imposter. He said, "It's him, it's Blue, the captain of the damn ship. He wants to kill us all. The 3 of us are innocent." Red replied, "Captain, I've always suspected you." And then Pink said, "I'm sorry, Captain, but I think you're the imposter." The captain then replied, "It is impossible. I'm the commander of this mission. I'm not the imposter. I have always been faithful to all of you. You 3 are the imposters. You wanted to stop my mission." There was a moment of silence between the 4. Then, the alarms went off. The reactor had melted. They had to immediately fix it. Purple, Red, and Pink ran to the reactor, leaving Blue in the cafeteria. As soon as they solved the problem, there was a gunshot. The 3 members ran to the cafeteria. The captain lay on the ground, with a hole in his head and a gun near his body. "He wasn't killed," Purple said. "He shot himself with his gun. He kept it secretly." "Why did he do it?" Pink asked. "Because he was not the imposter and he was afraid of being killed by us," Red said. Pink replied, "You mean from one of us?" The lights went out. Pink started running. There were a lot of noises. He realized that the doors were closed. Then, someone turned on the power again. The light came back. Silence. Pink ran to security to look at the cameras. There was no one. Pink tried to call Red and Purple. Nothing. Then, in the cameras, he saw them, Red and Purple, entering navigation. And then, the scream. With a pounding heart, he ran towards the navigation. He expected to find the killer, but in front of him lay Purple and Red's dead bodies. They were both killed with a knife. Pink was now alone on the ship. Everyone was dead. But who was the imposter? Was there someone else? Full of doubts, Pink sat down in the cafeteria, in the silence of space. While he was thinking and brooding, someone was standing behind him. Pink could only see a shadow on the table.